What's going on, everybody? TG here, back into the video. Hope you guys are having a great day today. A little bit choppy in the market, but that's all good. Never hurt anybody. This video is all about Google today and why I think Google's a solid pick, especially long-term speaking, and why I'm going to be opening up a couple positions actually in Google in the next couple days. Before we start, hit that like and subscribe button, and let's jump right in. Now, Google has been on a little bit of a choppy path these past couple months. We had to have a big run up in September like a lot of the tech stocks, and then it did sell off and now has recovered after some amazing earnings. This is probably one of the best earnings I've seen in the big tech category, right behind Amazon. Now, the biggest thing about this is their ad business. Their ad revenue has been soaring, especially with YouTube bringing in $5 billion alone in the third quarter of 2020. This is actually a good sign that advertisements who pulled back on their spending because of coronavirus earlier may be returning to the normal, which is huge. Another great thing is their YouTube TV has more than 3 million subscribers now. People don't really talk about that. You hear about Disney Plus subscribers, you hear about Netflix subscribers. You don't realize that YouTube has 3 million subscribers, which is a lot. A monthly price increases from $50 to $65 in June. That's bringing in a lot, and I mean a lot of money. Now, talking about advertisements as well, Google's advertising business alone brought in a revenue of $37.1 billion, which is an increase of $34 billion last year. So a very good increase right there. And also, revenue from YouTube obviously increased about 30% as well. These are very solid numbers increasing, and the reason I love advertisement revenue is there's a very high profit margin on that. If we go ahead and look at Alphabet and their earnings from last quarter, they have about 25% profit margin. That's great. That's really good, especially from a company that's bringing in that much revenue of 46 million. You're getting 11.25 in profit. And look at that. Pretty low PE ratio as well, especially for a tech company. We really like that. It's very undervalued as it is, and it's continuing to increase. If we look at these stats, everything in the green right there, including 20 billion cash on hand. That's always huge, and their operating income is about 11.21 billion as well. Obviously, very good numbers, huge year-over-year growth, 59% for the net income and 14% revenue year-over-year growth. That's amazing, especially since last year they actually had a negative year-over-year growth for the first time ever. And this obviously is a big jump from that, and is why they're making good strides. Another thing I really like about Google is they have their cloud software. I love companies that have cloud software. We're talking companies like Amazon, which is the best in the business. You have Microsoft, and then you have Google. These cloud departments are huge, and they bring in a lot of money. Google's cloud division had revenue of $3.44 billion, which is up from $2.3 billion a year ago. And the search segment, everyone searches in Google, had a revenue of $26.3 billion, which is up from $24.7 billion the year before. These are huge numbers, big increases that we like to see, especially in a company with a PE ratio of only 33. The future of work is creating significant growth and demand for Google's cloud products. The more they can have on these Google Cloud products, the better they're going to be, and the more their profit margins are going to increase. Google has a lot in store for it, and I think it's a very solid stock, especially if you look at Google's chart. If we go over here on Robinhood and look at Google's chart for the past couple months, if you look at this for the year, 27%. You look at some of these other tech stocks, they're up like 70%. Apple's up like 80-something percent. This really has not had that big of a run. Now, I think a really good strategy on Google could be selling some put credit spreads long term. And this is exactly what I'm going to be doing tomorrow. What's it called? If it starts down. If I see like low 1700s, here's a good strategy to do. You go down here, you go to about, 1650. We go really far out. I'm talking like October of next year. Okay? Get ourselves a lot of time and money. We go down here to 1600. Click select here for this sell one. And then we buy the one underneath it. We can even do a couple out, like $50 out. Okay? So this one here, theta of about 29, so not bad. We'll go ahead and click this right here. We'd get $8 credit in total. If we put up one, let's see how much we'd get for it. We'd be getting $800 to put up $2,000. About a 40% return on investment just to buy it, or to say that it will stay above $1,600 by next year. So that's assuming Even if Google just stays the same, stays stagnant, we're still making good money. If it goes up, we make money as well. Now, you could be a little more bullish if you're very, very confident that Google is going to increase. You could actually go and do about a 1700 one, and you'd get significantly more money. If we go ahead and click this, and then we buy the one underneath it here at 1680, we'd be putting up 2,000 in collateral. We'd be getting 940 bucks for one. That's a big difference. You could probably even get about 10, to be honest. You probably get $1,000 to put up 2,000. It's about a 50% return on investment, but obviously Google would have to stay above 1,700 a year from now, which I think it definitely should. There's no reason why this company should stay stagnant despite the amazing quarter that they've posted, and I think they're going to be posting a very, very good quarter as well. YouTube ads are continuing to grow. If you guys notice on YouTube, except for me, of course, I don't put ads on my videos. There's about 2 ads in every video. They're making a lot of money on that, and I think this is a great play. Google's a solid company, and I definitely want to get in this, and I cannot wait to sell some put credit spreads on this. Guys, I hope you guys really enjoyed this video. Let me know what you think about Google in the comments below, and I'll talk to you guys in the next video. Take it easy, guys. Bye.